Bonjour! Welcome to another episode of Cuisine de Michel. I am Michelle. So today I'm going to be making a recipe I haven't made in quite a little while, probably a couple years. I think I only made it once before, but I really loved it. This is for s'mores bars. In order to make this recipe, you're going to need the following ingredients. We have graham crackers, unsalted butter, light brown sugar, fine sea salt, unsweetened chocolate, sugar, a couple of large eggs, and these are actually at room temperature, so if yours are not, you'll want to set those out, vanilla extract, all-purpose flour, this is some egg whites, there's actually 3 there, and some cream of tartar. Let's get started. Here in the bowl, I've melted 1.5 sticks, which is 12 tablespoons of the unsalted butter. To that, I'm adding 3 cups of the crushed up graham crackers, and I recommend doing this in your food processor. It makes it a lot easier. This takes about, they come in sleeves, and it took 2 plus 1 more cracker sheet to get the 3 cups. We also need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of the fine sea salt. We're gonna use a fork to get that all stirred together. Meanwhile, you'll want to get your oven heating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You will also need to prepare a baking dish, which I've already done. This is a pan, I should say. So your baking pan should be a 9x9 square, and you want to line that with aluminum foil and make sure that you have at least 2 edges that you'll be able to pull up afterwards. Because right now what we're making, of course, is the graham cracker crust that's the bottom layer of our s'mores bars. We're now going to take that mixture and we're going to pour it in here, and we're going to press it flat until we have an even layer. It's kind of just squished in there like that. Once we've got that squished flat, we're going to pop it in the oven, and we're going to be baking that for about 8 to 10 minutes. So I just pulled it out of the oven after I went 9 minutes, maybe like 9 minutes and a few seconds extra, but it's just a slight more golden-y color. We're going to let that cool completely before we go on to the next layer. Next step is to create our second layer, which is what we'll call the brownie layer, because that's essentially what we're going to be making. And here in my double boiler, I've got 4 ounces of the unsweetened chocolate. To that, I'm also going to be putting in 1 stick. Ooh, gotta turn that back now. It's already got to its temperature. It doesn't take much on this one. I've got 1 stick of unsalted butter that I've cut, and this is cold. I cut this up into pats. And so what we're going to do is get those to melt and combine here over the double boiler. We've now taken this off of the double boiler, and we're going to be putting in 1.25 cups of the sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/4 teaspoon of flaky sea salt. We're just going to get that all stirred together for just a moment there. Once you have that combined, we're going to stir in whisk in 2 large eggs and 1/2 cup, which is 60 grams of all-purpose flour. All right, so you can see this was our original base layer here. We are now going to spread this layer over the top of that. And once you have that spread, we're going to go ahead and pop that in the oven and bake it for about 25 minutes. All right, so I've just taken this out of the oven after the 25 minutes. We're going to let this fully cool before we do the final layer on top. All right, we're ready to make the top layer. Again, we're going to need our double boiler. So, of course, you need it to be clean. And I've got that going. In the double boiler, we have the 3 egg whites. To that, I'm going to be adding 3/4 cup of sugar. And so we're going to be whisking that around to combine those and gently cook the mixture for about 3 minutes or so. We're now going to transfer those egg whites, into our thing. To our stand mixer bowl, the thing. Let's call it the thing. That's all it is a thing. And you can see that I've fit it with the whisk attachment here. Go ahead and lock that in place. And we're going to be putting in 2 ingredients. I'll put this in first. We have vanilla extract. We want to put in a 1/2 teaspoon. Yep, or maybe a little more. And it's okay, it'll be just extra vanilla. And a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. We're gonna go ahead and mix this on a medium speed to start with until it just gets combined. And then we're gonna keep beating that at medium until it gets to firm. I'm gonna increase it just a little bit. There we go. So we're gonna keep going like that until it gets a little bit firm. Once you have this, it's getting fairly firm. You can see that there's lines in the mixture now. We're going to now put it on a higher speed and let it get to where it's stiff and glossy. As you can see, it's gotten nice and stiff and glossy. So what we're going to do now, you need to turn on your broiler to high and have your rack about 8 inches away from the broiler, because we're not looking to broil this very long at all. And we're going to spread this after I get all of it out of the whisk. It's kind of sticky. We're going to be spreading this all over the top of our already cooled 2 layers that we have in the pan. All right, that's about all I'm fighting to get out of there. We can just eat the rest. So what we'll do is just kind of spread this in a layer on the top, and you can make decorative swirls with it or however exactly you want to treat this. I'm probably just going to kind of not get too fancy with it. And once you get that, you're going to put it in the broiler, but it's only going to be under the broiler for about a minute. All right, as you can see, we went only 1 minute, and obviously it was a little closer to the element at that end. So the cool thing about this is that I'll be able to choose if I want it a little less toasty or a little more toasty. Anyway, we'll let this cool off a bit, and then we'll see you at final plating. And here we are at final plating. So again, you've already seen it with the topping here, but I wanted to show you how those layers look once you cut into it. I've already given a piece to my husband, but I haven't tried it yet. So here's the piece that I'm gonna try. See how lovely it looks to serve. All right, let's see how this is. I mean, I kind of remember, but not entirely. Oh my God, it's so good. Seriously, this is just the best treat. If you like s'mores, you will absolutely love this, because it's like s'mores times 100 or something. It's so yummy. Anyway, I hope you'll give this a try, and happy 4th of July. And I hope to see you for another video again soon. Merci, au revoir.